It's Sunday, it's 8 o'clock, so once again, it's stream time. Hi folks, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. And Sunday where I'm feeling an awful lot more refreshed than I was last Sunday, after all the partying that went on last week, but we're much better this time, so hello everybody and welcome. So let's have a look. We've got a whole bunch of people in the chat already. Let me see who. And it was Robert Mannix was first this week. Evening Anger, evening chat. Well done, Robert. Bulwark was second. Hello all. Robert, you're in pretty early. Yes, indeed. Suburban Dad Gaming, hello to you. Third place. Almost time for another stream of Brownie the Barbarian and his trusty sidekick Anger. Yes, we'll definitely put it in that order. That's for true. Kathy Ann, good evening. How are you? Nusher, good evening. How are you? Sheriff Nomad, good evening. How are you? Bandy B, good evening. Bandy B on holiday. Fortunately, we are exhausted from the beach and I get to catch a stream or at least some of it. Oh, nice one. Whereabout are you on holiday, Bandy B? Which beach are you at? Never saying won't miss it today. Good stuff. Ian Og, good evening, Exiles. How the hell are we? We've been experimented with tanneries, etc. Oh, nice one. Let's see. Grishnak, good evening. How are you? Never saying I'm trying to build an accurate Roman villa and someone I won't mention, brackets Thorforge, suggested a bath and where I'm building is going to be another type of headache. Ooh, nice one. A Roman villa. Excellent. What build set are you using for that, Never? Sheriff Nolan said, mentioning experiments, I managed to defend up to a level 7 purge using a mammoth, a frost giant, 3 greater rock noses, and my noxious gas arrows. Excellent. Nice one. We'll have to actually get the pets going with purges, although I haven't really leveled many of them up, have we? Yakarob1, good afternoon, good to see you. Sheriff saying, I placed them in front of a normal purge base, but hardly any of the enemies managed to get inside. They kept knocking down the enemies while I rained the arrows down. Excellent. Zereth, good afternoon. Never said, nice, another thing, my endless list to do. It was so easy. So was it easy? Did it take long? How was it? Says Never. Ian seeing what types of hides give the best leather output, e.g. crocodile hide gives 2 leather for every 1 hide, etc. I see. Yaka robbed. I just finished the Dungeon Delver and created the ranged armor and have crazy good agility build going on. Nice one. Congratulations. My friends deserted me and I did the wine cellar with just Freya. Okay, cool. Shade, good evening. Greetings to you. Sheriff says, Never, it was level 7, it was easy, had to raise the pets a couple of times though, but I was a little disappointed in the mammoth. It kept charging forward and kept getting grouped by mobs. Yeah, okay, see. But all the pets survived in the end. Nice one. Yakarob's asking, has anyone built a rock slide trap? I have not heard of a rock slide trap. Is that something that's out there? Hobo Gamer, good evening. Hello to you. How are you? Yakarob1 is saying, I'm trying to unalive all the world bosses. Nice one. Ian saying, I was surprised when I saw a playthrough where someone decided to put a rhino and an elephant hide straight into their tannery. Didn't they know you get 3 thick hide of every 2 on the tanning table? I guess it gets to that point, Ian, where you've got so much hide that it doesn't really matter. Early game, it's more of a big thing to get maximum leather out of stuff, but once you get to a certain point in the game, you just, any hide you get, just chuck it in the tannery. At the start of the game, I put everything in the tanner's table because I tend to want to get hide so that I can stitch that hide, because thick hide is hard to get to early game. I want as much normal hide as possible, so I put it in the tannery to get as maximum normal hide, so I can stitch it to thick hide, as opposed to just dropping it straight in the tannery to turn it into leather, which I don't need at that point in the game. But later on, anything you've got, just throw it in the tannery, it doesn't matter. Sheriff's KYMA1, hello, how are you? Sheriff No Man, I'm very lucky with mammoths these days. I already have 2 out of 10 calves. Nice one. We'll come to that in a bit. Hobo Gamer saying, yo Anger, not doing deliveries today, so catching the stream. Nice one. Thanks for stopping by my stream yesterday and helped me with the technical difficulties. No problem. Yeah, Hobo was streaming, well, it was last night for me, just before my curry arrived, but it would have been afternoon for you guys in America. Rex Havoc, good to see you. How are you? Oh, I've just skipped forward again. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Rex Havoc, yeah. So Sheriff says Mammoth is 100 times better than the normal and greater. No comparison. Nice one. Never's got to try and get one. What shade boom? Oh, don't turn that round. Don't turn that. What shade boom to get a mammoth? I think it's. Is it shade spice bark? I think is the one that gives you the best chance. It's still a pretty low chance, but. Hobo saying, love my greater bear. Well, the greater deformed bear, such a beast. Yeah, the greater bear has turned out to be a amazing find in this series. Sheriff is saying it would be bark, yes. Zeros, hello there, good to see you. Looking forward to the stream, thank you. Bourbon86X, hello to you. I hope you're feeling better after your cold that you were having earlier on this week. Joe Kim, good to see you. David K, good to see you. Dan Irvin, good to see you. Took a week to recover. Good job, yes indeed. Game Labs, how are you? Has your internet's been sorted out now? There was no Game Lab stream on Friday night due to he was swapping internet provider. Bandy Bees on the Yorkshire coast, a place called Filey. Oh, excellent. Hope you had nice weather then. There says, what kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed sandals. Oh dear, they've started already. John Bett, good evening. Game Lab says, should be back to normal schedule on Friday. My new gets your new internet on Thursday. All right, okay. Good to see you. Mark Santos, good to see you. Game Lab says the Ranger armor is awesome. He uses it too. Andreas F, good to see you. Warren Panish, good to see you. How do gaming? How do me duck? Andreas F saying, what are you hiding and why? We'll come to that in a second. Grisnak says, yes, it's bark. Yako Rob says, I'm trying to envision a way to slow rock slide down. I was thinking of doing a trap similar to an arc taming trap. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not something I've ever tried. Maybe worth a test, yes. Game Labs, Anger, really like that bow you got on Sipta. Never seen it before. Oh, I forget what it's called now, but it was basically a bow that had night vision on it. So when you equipped the bow, it was give you night vision. You could see everything in the dark. Totally useless for the daytime because it just whites everything out. But yeah, it was a cool one. Goosenet says, wish they would give a 50-minute warning before closing servers. I was halfway into Well of Skelos using ice to regulate heat and the server closed. By the time I came back, I was dead and no body to retrieve. Oh. Which server was that on, Griznak? Hunter in the Moonlight Bow. Thank you. Bourbon is feeling much better. That's good. So we can get back some more Bourbon videos. Right. So last time, apart from feeling a bit rough after all the celebrations that I was having, we did the sunken temple dungeon, whatever it's called, the underwater dungeon. That's on unofficial. So official servers don't give warnings of shutdown. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, and we got the little grub things out of that dungeon. We hatched them up, but we got these 3 Sand Reapers. Not that great. So, off camera, over the week, we went and got some more, and we've got the Sand Reaper Queen. So, it's got, so what, these have only got 359 health at level 0, all 3 of them, even that big one there. This one starts off at 1,534. It does have 282 armor, and it is basically a strength creature. Not great stats on this one. Obviously that's a random chance, but that's just the way it goes. So we're going to have to try and buff it up. So we need human flesh to give it its bonus, and it just savoury flesh to feed it for its vitality. So that's not too bad. The other thing we did is we went and got more elephants, and I got a mammoth. So we got the normal elephant, the greater elephant, which are who was it was saying that? Who was it was using the elephants and were saying that the normal ones aren't that great? You can see here that one starts with 2,273. Was it Sheriff? Was it Sheriff that was using a mammoth for their base? Can't remember. So we got that. What do you need? So he's only got 118. You need plant fiber and desert berries to buff him. It was Sheriff, yeah, cool. So Sheriff seems to be, so far, really... We'll have to see what damage it does and see how its armor sorts out. But again, fair to middling bonuses. Right, so let's go and take this guy out for a little runabout. What do I need again? I need to get some human flesh to buff him and some savoury flesh. Do I have either of those things? Have I got some human flesh in the fridge? Or have I turned it all into... I don't have human flesh in the fridge. I must have squished it all into blood. Okay. That's okay. Right, we'll have to go and take it and go and get some food first. So what did that go up to? I went up to 4,007 when it started following, and 962 armor at level 0. This is looking interesting. Right, so let's go and get some food. What was saying, who's playing Dune on Thursday? Me. I will be. How do you say? Aren't they cute? Yes. Game Lab says apparently level settlements are disabled on official, according to Erotic. Yeah, they were disabled quite a while ago on official. When there was just a little bit too much issues going on with people disappearing. It wasn't happening very often, but it was still happening. Right, here, have that and that. Let's get this one as well. Let's just send it to attack. So yeah, they disabled them on official, and I've disabled them on my servers too. I think it was you or Mandem had seen some stuff going missing, so we decided we were going to disable it. I never saw the damage numbers. Right, go and get that guy. Let's see, Grisnak says is still umming and eyeing about playing Dune. Mark Santos is going to finish Expedition 33 first. Anyone tried Headliners? I've not. I missed the damage numbers again. I've not heard of Headliners. Howdy's asking why the umming for Grisnak. Sand Reaper gets a lot of HP per level. I would level up strength. I like the idea of getting it to 5,000 first, or maybe the first 5 levels, and then we'll put strength on it. Let's just chuck that away. get that. It's the poison. Loads of stacks of poison on it. Right, let's go and fight something a bit tougher. Let me go and get my horse and we'll go and do something. Bourbon saying, I'll definitely be on Thursday night at some point. I'm anticipating my 3-year-old taking hours to go to sleep just to torture me. The problems of having kids, eh? I tell you what, let's go into the unnamed city. Do some of these bigger scorpions first. Ding 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 ding. Dan Everin will be in the basin. Grishnet says, after trying the beta, he wasn't really that impressed. That's fair enough. Obviously, it's not going to be for everyone. Does that get me with poison? No, it doesn't. Cool. Hobo says, I had so much fun with the beta. I'm a massive Dune nerd. So I'm not. I've seen the films. I've seen the what was it, 80s film, and I've seen the 2 modern films, but not read any of the books. I've played some Dune games previously. More the FPS kind of things. But yeah, I haven't read any of the books, so I don't really know an awful lot of the lore of Dune. But yeah, I've had a great time in Dune. I've really enjoyed it. Gamer says they look so funny how they walk. The Sand Reapers. Headliners is a 1 to 8 player game where you go around taking photos of alien stroke monsters attacks around a city block. Okay, that's a bit of a strange game premise. Gordon Kochi. Angar, I want to ask, I finished the Exiled Lands and I started a new character again, but all the buildings I did in the previous playthrough are all there, and I do, you know what the problem is. So you haven't wiped the map. Yeah, the map will have stayed the same, so it's just your character will have changed. Whereas if you'd actually picked a brand new game from the start menu, it would have been a new map and everything would have been white. Yeah, I'll take that purple lotus potion. I'm not checking his damage numbers, but he seems to be doing okay. Mark Santos, Dune is Star Wars on mushrooms, 100%. Yeah, Dune was definitely one of the inspirations for George Lucas, and particularly for Tatooine. His numbers are not huge. Oh, there we go, that's better. Those attacks are doing 170. It's 150. Obviously these things have got mega high armour. Silver bars, yes. Not kidding. Right, let's go take on the brute with him. Gersnet says, love the Dune books, hated the Villeneuve films, I much prefer the 2000 mini-series. Oh, I've not seen that either. Or there was a Bene Gesserit series that, what was it called? Dune something, that came out very recently. I've not watched that yet either. Right, let's get some Sunder stacks on him. 158 damage. Weird getting sprayed with poison and it not actually poisoning me. Bobo says the 2000 series mini-series is awesome. Excellent. Game Labs, yeah, the waddle they do. Yeah, the waddle they do the sandpaper. You've been drinking, Game Labs. Hobo says, even with the terrible VFX, that mini-series was still good. Yeah, they're not really doing a huge amount of damage, is he? Definitely need to up his damage. Bandy B, for those in Europe, we joining the same server seach. I will certainly be, I'll be putting it in my Discord, the server, the world server, and the, what is that? That's a different colour. Not the green one. I'll be putting the world server and the seach that I'm on, and if anybody wants to join the same one, they're more than welcome. And hopefully there'll be some chance of joining up for some multiplayer action at some point in time. Who's made the June pre-purchase already? I've already got a pre-purchase of it, waiting for the download on... supposedly we get the download on Wednesday. Down he goes. And we've got another predatory blade. Fragment, a bunch of perfected paddings. Don't want the rest of it. Here, carry that. Because it's heavy. But I don't need any more of them either. Okay, right, well we'll take him back. We'd like to get him at least up to level 5. Let's go and get a few more skeletons, just to try and get him up to level 5. Is there a sandwalk ability in the game? No, there is not. So what they're saying is that there are no Fremen in the game. Your mission is to go and try and find the Fremen. There aren't any Fremen, so there's no Fremen, certainly in the beginning of the game that we're aware of, who can teach you the Fremen abilities, such as whatever the sand walking is game. That's the story behind it. Whether that will become a thing later on, if you do actually find the Fremen. Down he goes. Oh, I heard crackling noises. Right, you fight him while I read chat. There we go. Hobo's got the Ultimate Edition. Nice one. Game Labs, me no wish I was hard typing on my phone. Alright, I see. Hobo's excited for the Caladan Palace building set that comes with the Ultimate Edition. Bandy B has already splashed the cash for June. I do excellent pre-order download if you get home from work Thursday and Friday off. Woot! Nice one. Your Reaper is a certified beast. He certainly is. He's certainly not bad at all. I mean, that's 4,600 HP now at level 4. I can't remember what his strength was beforehand, but it's certainly gone up a little bit, I think. What is the strength food? Strength food is exquisite meat. Okay, a little bit more expensive, but still doable. Kathy Ann. Oh, Trip. Hello, Trip. How are you? Good to see you. Nefer made mine 2 Ultimate Edition as well. Nice one, Nefer. Sheriff says, the unnamed city is the worst place to take a low-level Sand Reaper Queen. Come back at level 10. Oh, he's doing fine. He's doing fine. I would normally level them up on, like, shalebacks and stuff like that. Up to level 5, but, yeah, we're doing okay. David William George Newell, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Urban says, I seem to recall... Whoa. Watch out for the incoming attack. Get off of me. Take them down. Are you still fighting skeletons? Okay. Where Bourbon says, I seem to recall the devs mentioned they tested sand walking early on, but may be wrong. I don't remember that. I do remember someone asking that question, and the devs were that was. There's a few things that, like the hiding in the sand kind of stuff and popping out of the sand, and it says you can't do that, and their reasoning was that you haven't met any Fremen yet to teach you that ability. You'll be using Fremen tech, but like it's copies of Fremen tech, which apparently is not as good as the actual Fremen tech. But special skills like sand walking and stuff like that, there is no one yet to teach you that. But like we say, that might come in the future. How are you getting on? You're getting on fine. Zareth is saying, why do crabs never volunteer? Because they're shellfish. What kind of fish are you? Shellfish. Audu saying, isn't that 1000 HP a level roughly? What we're talking about? Is that this guy? Yeah, I mean it might be, but he's not going up by 1000. So what's he got now? He's got 4625. So let's see what happens when he goes up to level 5. Right. 4625. Have to remember that. Your follower leveled up. So 4872. So yeah, what was that? 200 odd that went up? We'll take them, they're always useful. May as well take the steel bars as well. Why can I not pick that up? There we go. Right, let's take him back. That's level 5. Let's go and get the mammoth. So yeah, we'll do the rest of his leveling with strength food. Oh, I need to drink. The warmth of the unnamed city is getting me. Let's see. John Lehman is saying, I'm a Dune nerd since the 70s, but Dune without the Fremen is a big negative for me. Fair enough, that's not a problem. Like we say, there's no Fremen yet. But in the... So I was at there was a queue. You've probably seen a whole bunch of content creators putting out content about this, but I was at a Q&A with the developers, Joel and Ollie, on Monday, where they answered a whole bunch of questions. And one of the things that Joel said was he has a 10-year plan for Dune. It's a live service game that's got a 10-year plan on it. So he's basically sketched out the plan for the game for 10 years, which will involve going off-planet and going from other planets that's not Arrakis at some point in time. But that's probably a good few years away, and there's a fair chance that the Fremen could be part of that as well. But for launch, there are two factions that are Trades and the Harkonnen. Right, we'll park you over here beside your buddies. Stand guard there. So yeah, they're doing okay. That's doing okay. There's not many creatures you could take straight into the unnamed city. Right, what did you need again? You need desert berries for your buff, and we'll do the same thing. We'll give you HP for your first 5 levels, which is simply plant fiber. Fair enough. Let me see. Will you be live streaming Dune any more than you do Conan, or will it be once on a weekend? So I only really have time to do live streaming on a weekend. With making videos and having my work life and everything else that goes on during the week, I don't really have much time for streaming during the week. So if I'm streaming, it's probably going to be this slot on a Sunday. Friday night and Saturday night tends to be my family time night. Although Friday night, I don't know how well known in the States he is, but the people from the UK, I went to see Peter Kay on Friday Night Live. One of the funniest live comedians I've seen quite a few comedians live, and I have to say Peter Kay on Friday night was the funniest show I've ever seen. I've forgotten what you wanted again. But yeah, Sunday night is streaming night because that's kind of the time I've got. He needs 1 desert berry, I think I've got some of them, and some plant fibre, which we can definitely get. Right, let's check. Around the corner. Right, let's top up my food. Don't fear the Reaper, nice one, that's a good one. Let me see. How do Bandy be? I was expecting to get home at 2 o'clock and have to wait God knows how long for it to download before I could play it. Oh, well, you're able to download it the day before. It'll be a day before you'll be able to pre-download it. How do? So for all the people with not so great internet connections, you can download it and be ready for its. There's an infographic that was sent out with the game start times all across the world. So it's 3 o'clock British summertime, whatever that is in everybody's time zone. But for us, how do it's 3 o'clock on Thursday. The servers will go live, but you'll be able to download it from Wednesday. David said, I'm good, just been playing Fallout 4, getting some training in for stealth and fighting in June. Need to get my marksmanship up to scratch. Nice one. Hobo is saying it's vague about Fremen. June Awakening opening movie says they were eradicated, but the Reverend Mother says missing. Yeah, so that she's basically sending you to Arrakis to go and seek out the Fremen. Which I suppose is a bit like what Paul did in the movies. Do you know if you will get more companions coming? So there should be more companions coming for Age of Heroes. The graphic I used for the publicity of this stream, the Age of Heroes graphic has 4 companions on it. It has got Luffy, it has got Freya, it's got like a wolf, and then it's got one other person. So the plan was that they were going to release Age of Heroes, and then every chapter was going to get another companion added. But obviously things went horrendously wrong when they released Age of Heroes, and they put a pause on new content, and we're in the age of bug fixes at the moment. So once they actually go round to putting new content out again, there will be there's at least another 2 companions coming, and I guess they can, once they've got it sorted, they can keep adding more and more. But interestingly, one of them is like a wolf companion, which sounds interesting. Let's see. You are Mandem. Good to see you. How are you? We were just discussing how we've switched off living settlements on my server because you were having issues with people going missing. Teddy Trent. Good to see you. How are you? I hope everyone's having a great day. Yes, thank you. David says, bloody hell, 10 years. Nice one. I can see what I'll be doing for the next 10 years. So I saw, I think Ark went 10 years. Is it this year? It's like, really? Conan. So Game Labs is saying, so in Conan you're called an outsider, and in June you're called an off-worlder. Yes, that's true. You are indeed. Take the mammoth and attack Sepamaru. They are not great damage dealers, but awesome versus human mobs. Attacking Sepamaru? That's disgraceful. Right, yeah, here we go. Desert berry pulp and desert berry. We'll only need 1. Take that. Let's just dump off some of this stuff. Dump all that in there. Dump all that in there. Dump all that in there. I've had to make a second chest because this chest was full. Let's drop that in there. And that in there. We don't need that. Okay. Let's go check out the old mammoth then. So if we give him this to eat first. He's eating it. That should give him a 25% strength damage. We give a... So he's already 5,787 with our follower perk. Oh, that's also given him... Oops. Oh, of course, because it's the first... Oh, oops. Let's spread his bonuses, but it'll sort out after level 1. What's that? Golden Lotus and Frost Lotus are the higher ones. Oh, of course, he's got 20 carry slots as well. And 789 damage. Okay, right, let's go. Robert still following us. He is. Robert, come down here. Let's ride over here and let's go do the shellbacks. And then we'll see how he goes and we'll maybe take him into Unnamed City for a while. Ian said, I tried absinthe for the first time last night. It was nice. But every time I farted it sounded like a motorbike. Absinthe make the fart go Honda. Oh dear. Oh dear dear. Your man then says, like it, Age of Bugs. Thanks to Anga for turning it off. It's been playing on the server after that. Been playing on the server after that. Cool. Chat, if you want the Sephiroth raid, smash the like button. Yeah. Let's do that. But remember, smash it gently. Oh, he makes a lot of noise, does he? Snorting away in the background. Right, so I need to get some plant fibre for him. You need to be a bit further back, mate. Follow 15 meters, that'll do. You're too big to be right up behind me. Right, here, that should do you. Of that. Right, let's see how your attacks are. Go and get him. Confused Barbarian, good to see ya. Absinthe farce, lol. What a way to go. How is everyone? Very well, thank you. Yourself? Trip to the Ent Vet might be needed. Is he struggling? Here we go. 133 damage. Follower leveled up. Right, let's go down here. Clear out some more. Are you able to take out one of them in one hit? I like how the mammoth just strolls up to the enemy, yeah. What are you doing? You're stuck on a rock. There we go. Oh, it's getting dark. Right, take on that guy. Ear, nose and throat for the heavy breathing, yeah. Get his tubes cleared. Now you have the mammoth task of leveling him. Oh dear. Thank you, Game Labs. So, does the people from outside the UK, do you know who Peter Kay is? He's a very, I guess he's a very British comedian. I'm not sure how well his comedy would work outside of the UK. He hasn't toured for a long time, and he's doing a tour now, and like I say, I saw him on Friday night. Absolutely hilarious. Are you now stuck in a tree? You're stuck in a tree, you're waiting for things to come to you. Oh, he's got through the tree. Rex Havoc does, and you're in Canada. Nice one. Are you going to do anything? Stomp. Big AoE. Gandrig 75 is in Texas and has never heard of him. Ah, it's yeah, I didn't think that would be the case. His type of humour is very British. But yeah, one of the funniest shows I've ever seen in my life. First time I've seen him live. It's very northern British humour, especially things about growing up in British mums. Yeah, he did quite a lot of his material on Friday was about old advert theme tunes for various suites and also TV theme tunes. So a lot of that was for the older audience, shall we say. Denmark here, don't know him. I'll have to, yes, I think he's from Bolton, I believe. Did quite a few TV shows, and obviously a stand-up comedian as well. But if you're in the UK, he's coming to your town and you've got a chance to go and see him, I can highly recommend it. It was so good. Name him Stompy. Never. No, I don't think he will come to Brazil since English-spoken people. No, yeah, it's just that probably just wouldn't work. He's circling round about. What level are you now? Still only level 2. Charge. He can't charge because of the trees. I guess that's the problem with him. He's so damn big. Right, let me see if I run around here. Will I help him out? Let's just get him leveled up a bit quicker. I'm going the wrong way, am I? I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. Right. David said, yeah, he's funny. I remember him doing the character of Geraldine. Yes, indeed. His Phoenix Nights series with Paddy McGuinness was just hilarious, where he played a whole pile of characters in that. Right, let's go in the big bit in the middle. I saw him do a bit about what he thought lyrics were, and it was that, so his encore, his first encore, was a whole bunch of those where he plays a bunch of songs, and he goes on about what he thinks the lyrics are, and then once he tells you that and plays it, you can't hear anything else. So funny. Right, he's appeared. Right, take that guy on. Get you. But he doesn't do any. I put that sunder on, so yeah, he's not putting any cripple or any status effects at all, is he? There we go, stomp. Does that knock me back? No, it doesn't. That's good. He's only doing 71 damage to him. But he's up at 6,000. At level 2 he's at 6,100 HP. So what does he need for strength? Seeds. Equally easy to sort out. There's no bushes. There's no bushes on here. Follower leveled up level 3. Didn't level up in HP that time. Tell me a bit about the lyrics. PG Ben, good to see you. How do you soon? Probably his best moment. You can really always mishear lyrics. Normally something dirty though. Yeah, to be fair, a lot of them are. I think that was the biggest surprise to me, is that having seen him doing these sitcoms and stuff on TV, and the live stuff I've seen him on, like, I don't know, it was on TV or DVD or something like that. His live show was actually a lot more risque than I expected it to be. Right, so now he's got to be leveling strength. Get more seeds. I don't like how the PETA look bloody when they are barely hurt. Pets look bloody when they're barely hurt. Yeah. As soon as they take their first hit, they get their blood damage, but they're still at 90% odd. What have I got? I've only got a hardened steel. I haven't moved my tools up to. I've moved some of the tools up to star metal, but heaps of star metal now. Right, up some more seeds. Right. Right, let's go into Sepamaru then, will we? Since you asked for it. How are we for water? Let's go and grab a drink. We're okay for food. Why do melons have weddings? They can't elope. Oh dear. Ian saying it's not their blood. That's a good way of looking at it. Robert, what are you stuck down there for? Come on. Get some organ donors for the Sand Reaper. I'd have been quicker running there myself. Come on, let's go. Let's go, go, go. And bosh. Go across the top first. Shame you can't ride the mount. Yeah, when they announced there was going to be a new mount in, what was that, chapter 3 or 4 of Age of War, I really thought it was going to be an elephant. That made the most sense. Horse, the rhino, and the elephant. But no, it was a camel. Wow, he's really not doing well there, is he? 130 damage a time, but it's only ticking away. Right, go and get that archer. Armorer. Would be good at AoE, but there's only one attacking him at a time. Boomf. Yeah, okay. Right, there's 2 here. Blacksmith 1 and a blacksmith 3. Take them on. Can you get under there? You can. Oh, where did they come from? That's 2 blacksmiths from down the bottom. There we go, 4 at a time. Don't take them one at a time. Hey, I was letting them, because it was one was an archer, so he was shooting, but obviously from far away. How do you say? I think that archer is urinating in the wind with the big lad there. Yes, indeed. What is there? 5 of them in there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so they're actually taking his health down quite well. What your 823 armor? Bonk. There we go. Down they go. Right. Here an archer shooting from somewhere.
Blood of the serpent. Enemies at the gate.
Yeah, so he needs multiple to do his AoE, but the problem is multiples do quite a bit of damage to him. Oh, out of stamina. Down you go. Down you go. Down you go. Down you go. Down to 61%. Yeah. With a mammoth and a greater knock rose, your follower should be the sidekick, not the other way around. With a mammoth and a greater rock nose, your follower should be the sidekick, not the other way around. Come on, down here. So we'll maybe do some more leveling. He's only level 3, so we'll maybe do some more leveling off camera, but get him up to at least level 10, and then we'll make a decision on him from there. But certainly got a huge HP pool. And a pretty decent, for a level 3, he's got pretty decent armor pool as well. Just the wrong pets for your playstyle. Quite possibly. Right, let's go park him and let's grab the bear. So we did the Dungeon Delver, we did the Dagon Sunken Temple dungeon thing last week. And the next one it wants us to do is the Silver Mine, which we have done before a few weeks ago, but we need to get through that to get through the other one. So I think we'll quickly do it again. No, don't stop following. I want you to park over here. Right, we're going to get Brownie again. We'll get you following. Cooked fish or cooked shelf. Are you level 20? You are level 20, so we don't care about bonuses for leveling. What have we got in the fridge for him? Oh, we've got cooked shellfish. That's fine. Put that away. I've got some keys. I need a honey. 1 honey, and I need a grey lotus potion and a Tears of Galah. Can never say that without saying it in an Australian accent. And a salted pork. Right. You eat that, and eat that. Use that. Use that. All buffed up. There's yours. I'll take that. Got keys. Got healing. Got water. Got food. Got... yeah. Let's go. Are you... you're empty. Let's take you. Right, let's go back and quickly run through the silver mine. Bulwark's back. Hello, Bulwark. How are you? Lost track of time. Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. Here is the Delincia Snow Hunter of the Animal Kingdom, indeed. Brownie the bear. Marky Del Sparky, Fit Like Min. How are you? Who's your dues? Bonk. Oh, I was going to change my shield as well. I was going to use start using legendary shields, but I forgot to do that. Never mind. This one will do for today. We want to get some silver though, because we'll need transportory stones soon. Here, carry that. Silver rock nose. Oh, find the silver mine. Hack you up. Give you that. Chuck that away. Hi Peckin, still thinking about last week's win, to be honest. Nice one. Good up. Yakarob Labs, have you had an issue on PS5 with potions running out really fast? Oh, that's a point. Labs, last week you mentioned problems crafting the Pictish War Chief armour. So I've tested that on both Exiled Lands and Sipta, and I can make it no problem at all. So I don't know if it's just a PlayStation thing or just a... I can't see anything. Or whether it was just something to do with your game going a bit wonky. Is it working now? Also, don't make the Pictish War Chief. Make the Perfected Heavy. Stop picking and give me access to his inventory. Yeah. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Right. I think that hardened steel shield would look more like a Norse Saxon shield. Maybe. Right, in we go. Take on that guy there. Oh, that guy that is a girl. Fatality. No thank you. Football team from my town just got relegated to the 2nd division. Oh dear. Match just finished. Oh, that's not good. Take them down. Don't want any of that. A good place to start getting Silent Legion armor for your friends is these one skull people in here, relatively early on. Or silver there. Take out that guy.
In the name of Set,
Who is also a woman. We'll just say take out that seeker. Take out that seeker. Who's already killed. Oh. Oh. Down you go. Another fatality. Right. Yako Roberts says potions are lasting 15 minutes and can't do multiple buffs on myself playing on our server, not official. Gamer says, not that I've noticed with the potions, but we'll keep an eye out. David says, I'm on Xbox but not had any problems so far. We'll have to check things out to see if any problems are there. Mark is saying, not good bulwark. Do you get to the games often? How do you saying, do you mean as in second or the top division? Relegated to the second division. Yeah, I guess. Obviously, because in both Scotland and England, the second division is actually like the fourth division. Because you've got the Premiership, the Championship, and then you've got the first division and then the second division. Or is that just relegated from the top league to the second top league? Oh, hey, get that. Right, you can go hunting under those rocks to get more stuff, but I'm not going to do that. We'll just get the ones that are obvious. Is bear your favourite animal friend? So 100%, yeah. Once we found, we started off with a whole bunch of different animals, and the greater hyena was my favourite to start with, which is named Trip FDW. But once we got the bear and started leveling the bear up a little bit, the bear just became the utter monster. I mean, what he's got, 8,928 HP. He's got 1,580 armor, and he hits like a truck. And his relatively fast attack speed as well. A lot of the animals have got really slow attack speed. So really tanky, but also does a ton of damage. So more than happy to. We've done every dungeon boss with the bear so far. That's all ironstone, so we don't want that. Got a couple more skelly bobs. Get off me. Bonk. Go. Right. Where's the big dude? Oh, there's another little dude. In Romania we have the Super League, which is the first and the second. We don't have that complexity. Not as many teams then. Could get 2 more bears and call them Yogi and Boo Boo. Greater than the average bear. No prey remains. Another skeleton boss, much like the brute that we were fighting earlier on. Sheriff says there are many great pets, but they're specific for certain situations or enemies. The bear just works with everything. Yeah, I mean, there are lots of pets that do a lot of damage, but don't necessarily have the big thing it seems to be missing from most pets is armor. So they might have decent HP, but they're very little armor, so their HP gets ripped through really quickly. And there's pets that have got really good HP and not bad armor, but don't do very much damage or have such a slow attack pattern. But I mean, pets were nerfed quite heavily at quite a few updates ago. They sort of leveled them out a bit more, so they had quite a. What we've got here? Heart Piercer. Legendary demonic bow, does 26 health damage and 9 armor pen. My bow does 32 and 9, so yeah, there or thereabouts. Take the fragment of thor, definitely take the salted pork. Don't need any more weapon repair kits. Here, have your more silver. That looks like iron. That looks like silver. It is. That's all iron. That's all iron. Here, take him. While I go looking. That looks like silver. What's that? That's silver too. Of that. Drop that. Good bow for a sorcerer build. Indeed, that's a good point. Where are we? The Mighty Stags were doing really well at the beginning of the season, right up to the top now and near the bottom. Thankfully outside relegation, typical Stags. Can make a bear cub pet for Boo Boo? You can, yeah. I don't know, did you make it in here? It was one of the battle pass things. Where is it? There it is. Domesticated bear cub. So you just need a normal bear cub and a sorcerer's food and you can make an actual bear cub pet. You could say he's the bare necessities. All other animals sing on Ubi. Do you want to be like you? Hoo hoo. He even survived the volcano, says Sheriff. That is true. That was the bit I was most concerned about. He was able to take on the humans at the volcano and did fine. Took a lot of damage, of course, because everybody takes a lot of damage from those guys, because they are the toughest guys in the game. But yeah, he survived. If you can survive the volcano, you can pretty much survive anything. Right, that's this area cleared out. We need to head down. Is it this way? It is this way. The crystals. Into the second half of the cave. Who have we got here? Might have to try the mammoth in the wine cellar. Lots more mobs in there. Yeah, we'll have to get them leveled up a bit first. We have a Yogi and a Boo Boo on our Sipta stream. There's Game Labs. Roof says, Jacob, definitely a bad idea. Suburban Dargamen says, it floors me that Funcom have developed actual armour for pets instead of doing skins with appearance of armour. It hasn't developed actual armour for pets, yes. So I've spoken about this on many occasions. It's like that there's no reason why that the bear couldn't have an armour slot here. And so we've seen that we have different skins for pets. Some of them actually affect the stats as well, but you've got different looks. So you could have something like that has armor on it, and it would turn it into looking like that. And equally, you could have a weapon slot that you could be giving it like star metal claws or something like that to boost its weapon damage. So you could affect its armor and affect their weapon damage. A bit like what we've talked about before is the druid class in World of Warcraft, who's normally a human form, and when you turn into a cat, your armor that the human is wearing and the weapon affects the cat's damage and armor value. So surely that could be done to make pets just that bit more viable. Right, big scorpion. Step 1. Swing tail. Get the stacks of bleed up. Watch out. Oh, I think that clipped me. Oh, just as I was looking to eat some food to top up, he swung his tail. I dropped my stacks of bleed. $16 stacks, 18 stacks, 20 stacks. It's halfway down. We're getting slowly backed into the wall here. Let's move him over here. Right, get him now. Manage that one okay. Right, down to 23%. %. And ooh, it's dead. Right, so we've got some nice stuff. I don't want that. And if we hack it up, I think we get a key off him. We do. Took 6 keys with me. I had 6 keys in my pocket already, so I didn't forget any. That's up to 7 now. You're okay. Right, let's get some more silver from over here. Right, where are we? Bulwark saying, you got a mammoth anchor. We did, yeah, so you missed that bit of the stream. We got a mammoth. So off stream over the week, I went and got some more of the bugs out from the underwater. I can't remember what it's called now. Dagon dungeon, and got a queen scorpion or a queen sand reaper queen. And we also got some more elephant casts and got a mammoth. So we took both of them out for a little run. The Sand Reaper Queen actually did pretty good. The mammoth has got massive HP and reasonable armor, but isn't doing a huge amount of damage yet, so we'll need to get it leveled up a bit. But I just didn't want to do the whole whole stream of me leveling up those creatures, so we're progressing the dungeon delver a little bit. And unfortunately that means coming back into here. But also means we get more silver for our transporter stones. Because we need a bunch of silver for them. Is that silver? It is. Chuck the stone away. Almost 1,000 silver ore now. Any more in here? Nope. Let's see. I've lost my place in the chat. He did better than my Delincia in the volcano. Mine was taking huge damage from the mobs, though she only in dropped armor. Ah, okay. Yeah, I want to get her in some proper crafted epic armor. Will the mammoth even fit in the first part of the wine cellar? Well, that is going to be an issue with a lot of the locations. You saw how he was getting stuck on trees and stuff like that. You might break the rickety bridge. How's he going to do the jump? How's he going to get from one side to the other in the jump in the wine cellar? I don't think mammoths can jump. See if the Queen damages the legendary chest. She still does on official servers. Or no more in there. Right, give you that. Drop that. That's 1,064 silver. Alright, there's the Queen. Out. The little ones, well, they were going after the horse. Now they're going after me. Right, let's go. 12,000 HP to get through. Let's see if I can catch up and chat while he does the hard work. Let me see. Where were we? David just found out the other day you could use a pick on crystal again. So only the big crystal formations. The little smaller crystal formations it doesn't work, but on the big crystal formation, that's been a while now since they introduced that. Right. Imagine squeezing that butt through the door. Yeah, indeed. Might break the bridges. Yeah, a bear will never mind. A bear will never mind beat me to it. In the Conan animated series, the horse had star metal horseshoes. Oh, getting pushed up the stairs here. Yeah, I mean that would be the same idea. As you should be able to put armor. And saddle doesn't really count in armor. Like in Ark, the saddles you put on is the armor to your dinos, and you can get better quality saddles that has more armor value. So that could work. But yeah, we're in the age of bug fixes, so they're never going to add any new features like that in right now. But I'll keep mentioning it to the devs, and maybe one day. Yeah, again, we're getting moved into the corner. Come over here. Bear slowly pushes it back. Right, go. Now he's getting backed into the legendary chest. See if any damage happens. Let's see. This is the Scorpion King. Next is the bigger one, the Queen. Yes, indeed. I'm going to remember his keys this time. I did indeed. Dr. Rob says, I got stuck in the sunken city. The portal closed before I took out the boss. Really? I didn't think the portals opened until you took out the boss. Guess he's learned to keep a few on him. Yes. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to always remember, but I certainly remember today. Remember to smash that like button gently. Thank you, Nusher. Tarsquid, good afternoon. How are you? Gently taps the like button while saying hello. Thank you, Tarsquid. Dr. Rob 1, where do I get rock nose eggs? So from the den, here, over here, they're up on top of a wooden structure. There is somebody who sells you rock nose eggs, which you then hatch into what's called baby rock nose, which are called pebble nose. So you put your rock nose eggs in either 24 hours to still got me 24 hours to hatch normally, or put them in a compost heap to hatch within an hour and 10 minutes into pebble nose, and then you put the pebble nose in the animal pen to get your rock noses. If you put them in with shade spiced gold dust, you've got a chance of getting a gold rock nose, which then just feed it rock and it'll spit out goldstone. Right, we've got another scorpion ward, another skeleton key, and a scorpion egg sac. We're not going to hatch any more of them. Could half craft it. Got a fragment of power. More venom. Queen venom. If you haven't been in here before, up the bit at the back here teaches you the scorpion venom poison, which is a stronger poison than what the normal poison is. Right, so it didn't break. It was sitting over the top of that legendary chest pretty much most of the fight, but didn't break it. It doesn't seem like it does break it on single player. Right, let's get caught up. Where are we? Rock nose eggs, tar squid, hello. Buy them from an NPC in the den. There we go. Bulwark, oh nice. I remember taking like 20 elephant calves to get one mammoth. So I actually got 2 mammoths. I went back and got another. There's 3 calves in the den. I got another 3 and managed to get 2 calves out of them. So super lucky, but I only need 1, so I've emptied the others off to the farm to play with all the other animals that are on my farm. Rocknose egg seller is at the shipwreck camp at the centre North Island. Shipwreck camp at the centre North Island. Is that right? I think it's at the den. David got an egg doing a level 4 purge in one of the chests. Interesting. Gods can't remember the name. Right over to the east. Oh, throat feels dry. Drink. Right, let me get this stuff before I don't know if I get kicked out here. Oh, Shield of Kutamun. Take all. I'll take that, and that. Don't want the rest. This is a weird chest because they've got normal loot in them as well as the legendary. Heart's Blood. Believe are the best daggers in the game. Hardened leather, steel bars. Don't want the rest. So just 4. There is 4 chests in here. Heart's Blood again! Super lucky. Purple Lotus, we'll take that. Hardened leather, silver bars. And finally, Zybar knives, which are diseased knives with bleed on them. Nice. Grey Lotus, perfected heavy padding, layer for coins, silver coins. Guys, carry some of this stuff for me because it's so heavy. There we go. Right, let's get out of here. Alright, and everything will have respawned, so get that. Scorpions. Take that. One, there we go. Where are we? Over encumbered. Let's see. Yakuro says, I live next to the den. I didn't know there was an NPC seller. There is indeed. But they're up on high. Oh, I've skipped a whole bunch of... Oh no. Look in the middle on top of the scaffolding thing. Yes. Reaper eggs are from Sep chests. Yeah, there'll be a queenie bug there. I actually got a greater knock nose. The bloke in the middle of the top of the skull thing, yep, I could swear I got rock nose eggs from there as well. I hadn't bought any from a seller in Exiled Lands yet. We'll go and have a look, will we? What time is it? Yeah, we've got time to go and have a look. The seller for the rock nose is in the den above the circle where the were hyena boss spawns. There's bulwark. Rock nose eggs are desert dog's place. Howdy says, I'm confused, I can't remember which sells which now. There's a merchant at Buccaneer Bay that sells Sand Reaper eggs. You will have to climb to get to him, though. The sheriff. Camels in Rocknose are Den and the rest are in Pirate Bay, says Ario Gecht. Never seen them set personally, only Reaper eggs. So it's just RNG what appears in the boxes. The one near the one that sells the thralls. In Flotsam you can buy spider eggs, sand reaper eggs, shoebill eggs, and something else that you can't quite remember, says Bulwark. Higher up I do climb the hell behind them. I wonder where you can get the uber shoebill like brownie. Well, I don't think so. You mean up near the Pirate Queen? Yeah, most of the eggs in that area. The Reaper guy is near the Pirate Queen herself in another area in Pirate Cove. Sesame! Anger! Brother! Survivors! How are you, Sesame? Good to see you. Shauna the Strange in the Den sells the Rocknose eggs. Thank you, Suburban Dad Gaming. You mentioned to the devs that you make everything in the bazaar available in a book. I would pick what I wanted and probably spend my paycheck at one time. Yeah, I don't know why this cycle things through like that. What is in the bazaar at the moment? So the main item is the Corinthian Stargazer outfit. Then we've got the Aquilonian Hidden Doors with I like the rug that goes over the top of the hatchway and a tapestry that covers the door. Got a camping kit. We've got the Zingarian Vintner bundle with all the winemaking stuff. The Chieftain of the North with the polar bear in it, which is the polar bear skin of Brownie. That means he eats meat, exactly the same stats, but he'll eat meat instead of fish, so easier to level up, along with the deformed bear. Also, that's a pretty cool armor set as well, the Asair Chieftain. We've got a lion emblem and the Acaronian Seer armor. Somewhat revealing. We're over encumbered again. Chuck that, give you that, chuck that, that, and that. Okay. We've got enough. So the next dungeon we have to do for the Dungeon Delver is the Warmaker Sanctuary. Come on. So maybe next week Brownie will get to meet the arena champion for the first time. Let me see. Everybody welcoming Sesame, the king of the nomads. Ario says, okay peeps, I just had enough time to hit the like button and tell you where the eggs are. Thank you very much, friend. See you next week. Right. Jump off. Stop following. Do you? No, jump off. What have you got on you? You've got nothing on you. Stop following. Let's go and empty our pocketses. Let me see. Let's go here and go Q. Let's go here and go Q. Go here and go Q. Don't think we have anything for there, and go Q. Let's probably just dump a whole pile of stuff in here. Oh, shields can go in here. There. And let's dump everything. Let's dump everything else in here and we'll worry about it another day. That's legendary weapons. It should be in the legendary weapon chest. Right. We've got half an hour. We don't really have anything time to do anything really interesting. Let's just run up to the den and we'll just check it out for... we need to go through this way. And we'll go and check. In fact, let's turn around and go and get some coins because you can't buy anything without coins. In fact, no, I don't want to buy any because I've got rock nose already. Let's go. Right, I need to scroll my chat again. Sesame is going to do another nomadic run on the server from the start. I'm getting rusty. Cool. David said, Night Ario, have a great week. The thralls love breaking chests when fighting mobs as well. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a chest getting broken before. Yakurob says, I'm going to start a new playthrough. Nomad until level 60 is my current idea. Ucha. Good luck. Your bay, the den where I got my rock donkeys, says your mandem. Now it's skipped forward again. Shipwreck Island in the north for the rocknose eggs is true for Sipta, not Exiled lands. Ah, okay, that's maybe where the confusion has come from then. Spiffy daggers, I want those. Yeah, Heart's Blood, I got 2 sets of them. Best daggers in game, hand down. Did say Sipta for the Shipwreck Island thing. Heart's Blood daggers are bleed damage to undead, says Game Labs. The normal Nomad moved from Microsoft after 32 years, now a Linux gaming baby. Nice one, Sesame. Yakuro was also like disease. Yeah, disease are great because then if you're doing bleed and disease, you've got 2 dots ticking away at the same time. Let's see. Head up gamer, hey Anger, first time catching you live, just finished your Isle of Sipta playthrough. A lot of navigating over the map since I'm new to Conan. Thanks a lot. You're welcome, and welcome along to your first stream. So Polar Bear Brownie is now cookies and cream ice cream. Yeah, indeed. Seer armor definitely looks like it has a smaller hitbox as I do. It definitely will help with the smaller hitbox, that's true. Beck says, hey everyone, just popping in to say hi out with your folks today. Hi Beck, how are you? Enoch says, just like to say a huge, though totally mental thank you to Outdo Gaming for suggesting going for the Sorcerer Cave at the beginning of the new Exiles run. Got some great gear. It's the equivalent of going to the tower in the east, isn't it? The flame in the east, Ian. Getting some nice goodies at the start of your gameplay. BG Ben, Brownie versus the Arena Champion. Yeah, we'll do that next week. See how he does. Might do a dancer run. Sesame says, Suburban Dad might do a dancer run. He's been convinced. Game Master says, you mean make mincemeat out of the Arena Champion? I'm not sure. Because it's all about getting the combos. If the Arena Champion gets those combos in, they do a lot of damage. Zotic says, hey Anger, not Conan related question. Will you start on the 5th or the 10th of June playing June? I will be starting on the 5th of June. I've got the 5-day early access. And will I stream? I won't be streaming on Thursday, but I probably will do some streams. Yes. How do Ian? It does give an early game boost, especially along with a visit to SEP. Yep. Have you tried the normal Alpha Cobra lately? They improved a bit when they first came out. I haven't tried the Alpha Cobra, but I've got the giant snake that you take the Alpha Cobra and turn it into. It used to be the Alpha Cobra was awful, but if you turned it into the giant snake, it was massively better. But they've nerfed the giant snake quite a lot. But you're saying the Alpha Cobra on a generic one is pretty good now. Tried them and they were quite decent. Okay. If you got, say, War Party of Dancers, does the entertainment buff stack, aka faster healing? Good question. Grisnet says, I have a habit of going straight to Mounds of the Dead on a new run and hunt for star metal tools and hardened steel weapons. Wow, that's hardcore. Does Anger have a corrupted spider yet? I do not have a corrupted spider, no. Suburban Dad is currently finishing up editing my 4th video for my playthrough, but episode 5 will be a showcase of all I have learned from your awesome Purge videos as to outdo. Nice one. Don't know if it stacks or not. Might do some research. Indeed, that's what we'll need to do, just research it. Right, let's get going. I think I've actually caught up with chat now. More Suburban Dad videos coming very shortly. Good to see. I need to take baby. Let's go this way. He's not saying anyone tried playing Sipta by just doing surges for thralls, since you can do a level 0 without any. Oh, I definitely have not. Oh, my throat is dry again. I thought about that before coming over here. Drink, drink, drink. Tarso says, I suggest getting a corrupted spider. Its range crippling poison spit could be really support paired with Brownie's brawn. Gimla says, no, I don't believe it does, no matter how many dancers you have, but we'll have to check. It says, so all the nomads have dancers, we get each other's entertained buffs. Oh, oh. If we are all in one clan. Well, lots of things to test out then. What would you say are now the top 3 pets in Conan Exiles? I can't remember. Obviously, I would definitely say that the greater bear is my top pet. I'll have to actually spend more time getting other ones leveled up further. But the greater hyena was fantastic at the start of the game. I started with the greater hyena and I had the demonic version of it created, which I thought would be better because it seemed to do more damage, but it had really bad armor, so it took so much damage, whereas the standard greater hyena was great until I got Brownie, of course.
What comes in the night?
Ooh yeah, cheeky. Splat. Get you. Throat is dry. Where's Macathian? Yes, indeed. Splat. Bearer 2. Dancer 2. But how about silverbacks? The gorillas are really bad, yeah. Although I don't know if I've ever had a silverback. Oh, where did you come from? bear. Are you coming? You stuck? There we go. Heal up. Head up gamer, thank you for the sub. Let's see. Game Love says, anyone playing Sipta, try doing a purge in the middle of a maelstrom. That's fun. It was fun with a team of, how many did you have? Certainly wouldn't be doing that on my own. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Audu wants to try that. Suburban Dad Gaming says, the interweb says that the dancer buff stacks up to 10 times, but then other sources say that it doesn't stack beyond 5%. So yeah, that's not helpful. We'll have to jump in game and see, but not right now. Yakorob says, nope labs, never got to try that. Yeah, Phenomyar, we'll maybe have to try a silverback to see how good they are. Can you get a silverback? Because obviously we get the gorilla from Hanuman's cave. Can you get a gorilla pet? Sheriff says silverbacks are really... How do you get a gorilla, a silverback? So how do you're a madman? I would love that about you. A video coming to Audu's series soon. So that's the bit that we want to go up to get the rock nose. You have to go up there, up to that bit up there. Well, let's just clear our way to it first. Hello, push out Fighter 3. Goodbye. What comes in the night? Daytime. What are you talking about? Right, jailer. No one. There's no one in the cage. Pokey stick guy. Take them all down. You. Give me that key. Ah, no, there isn't anybody in the cage. Don't want any of that. Right, around here. Oh look! Who's that? Oh, it's a named alchemist. Oh well, never mind. It wasn't meant to be. Right, up these stairs, up these stairs, up these stairs. And this person here, Shawnee the Strange Merchant, you can purchase a rock nose egg for 10 gold coins. So, oh no, and get stabbed in the back. So yeah, that's where we get rock nose on Exiled Lands. Oh, we never did. We fought the big hyena boss in the middle. We never checked for loot, did we? Which one is it? This one? Nothing on him. Nothing on you either. Right, let's go and get some more bearers. You can get a bearer 3. Get a nice backpack. Who said that? Ow. Ah, you. You get the silver back as a drop from the grotto. You do you? Okay. Okay HP, terrible armor and damage. So a bit like the actual gorillas themselves. They were really disappointing when I got my first gorilla. Jared Webster, heck yeah, another live stream, yeah. Every Sunday, mate, every Sunday. Well, not every Sunday, but 90% of the Sundays. Bearer 2. Not what we want. We want a bearer 3. No, you're Taskmaster over here, are you? Yes.
Stop!
Ooh, ah, that cage is always a barkeeper. It is, yes. It seems to always be a bar. Oh, there was another cage though, on the other side, which I think there's only one jailer in here. I can only remember finding one jailer. Let's go out here and see if there's that backpack out here for a bearer 3. Bonk. What are you? You are a bearer 3. Cool.
Is to die.
Take your supply material because it can have a higher chance of having. That's the place we were talking about last week about having rhino calves. Up here, around here, there can be rhino calves. We're talking about various places you could find rhino calves. And of course, there's not one here today. Really? Typical. Oh, there's one. There's one there. Oh, that rhino's taking a dislike to Robert. And of course, in here is where Ulrich the Master Tamer is, where you can buy camel calves, also 10 gold coins each. Uh, 10 minutes left. There's not an awful lot more we can do. Let's go and have a look at Dunedain. Is that the same calf that is running away, scared for its life? Slide down. Touch. This is where my Series 3 base was. Take out that big snake. Is there more calves? There's another calf here. These rhinos here are going to have calves too. And then up there is where Dunedain, the Dragoon, spawns. A guaranteed named archer spawn. Ooh, look! A floating candle! Because this, of course, is where the Catan caravan is. Oh, lots of floating candles. And when the Catan caravan disappear, they quite often don't take their candles with them. Is it up here? I think it's up that bit. Let's have a look. Let's see. One jailer, 2 chests, same with Azagarth. Rhino baby up near the ramp, near the camel tamer. Yep, that's where we've just been. Why I always carry a few jailer keys, says Gruznak. Oh, this is the camp that we came in before. Got 4 candles. Classic comedy. Classic comedy. Up. And up. Yep, this is what we want. Got a bunch of guys to get through first.
Dead, human.
Pokey stick guy. The guy in the middle, right at the end, is Dunedain. course, you're going to be an archer. Missed him. Thank you. Ooh, sneaky. Take him out.
I smell.
There he is, Dunedain. Right, so take him out. Let me just go. No, no. No, no, stop. Wait, no, no, wrong button. Can I knock him out first? No, I can't. Of course, if you're going looking for somebody, make sure your pet are on defensive. Or passive even. Oh well. That's where he is. Are the snow wolf babies the same as the regular wolf babies? I shot earlier that with that two Ronnies clip. I see. Let's could put the candles out. That's a fire hazard indeed. Unashamedly copied that base when I first started playing. Have I missed a bit here? Mount does more damage and have more HP. Is that for the camels? But I was watching a stream where someone suggested it. Can't take full credit. Not sure what's going on there. Brent from Canada, good to see you. So the frost wolf cubs have got a much higher chance. I think it's like 50% chance of becoming a greater wolf. And if you go to... Oh, let me orientate myself. Is it here? I think it's here. That is a frost wolf cave that has got more frost wolves in it. And they just have a better chance of having becoming a greater wolf when tamed. Very useful. Throat feels dry again. I understand the feeling. Right, let me get some more drinks. Right. We're a couple of minutes early, but I think we're pretty much we've done what we needed to do today. So I think we'll perhaps call it there. So let's see, any other mentions coming in? Oh, you mentioned my season 3 base. I see. I get you. The towers with the what are they called? The storm glass towers with the flying buttresses linking them together. Thanks for another great stream. Have great fun. Hope to see you next Friday at 7 o'clock. So should have a Game Lab stream on Friday at 7 o'clock. Nice one. Exactly where I found them, and that was the first time I'd seen frost babies. Oh, there we go then. Yeah, so that's going to do it. Thank you everyone for joining us again tonight for another stream. Thanks for everybody who's popped in and said hello to the chat and yapping away. Steampunk Angel Gaming, good to see you. How are you? And yeah, thanks for the new subs. Thanks for everyone for being here. We'll have a great, what's left of your weekend. Have a fantastic week coming up, and hopefully we'll see you back here next Sunday for more fun and games. Okay, thanks guys. See you later.